2023 is looking like it's going to be a humongous year in real estate here in Phoenix. Hey, what's up? This is Ed with Capstone Realty Professionals. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Hey, but I wanted to put this quick video together. We are in December. We are in the final month of the year. We are looking at what does 2023 hold for us. And this last few months, since we saw the market really shifting in April, May of this year, it's really taken an interesting turn, and it's turned into a space that, honestly, behind the scenes, we're working on things that we've been intending to work on for a very long time. Some things, some initiatives that we've been rolling out for, a few months, but a lot of stuff that you're going to be seeing from Capstone going into 2023 is really going to help us stay ahead of what's happening for our clients. The market's shifting, more information, better ways of communicating with you so that you understand like what's really going on out there versus watching the news and trying to gather, how is that affecting the Arizona market as much as it is. These are all things that we're going to do a better job of next year in ensuring that, as that comes to you, as that information gets to you, is it important? Is it relevant? Or should you just not care about the noise? This week we saw, I can't tell you, I do, you all know I read the Business Journal, and looking at the Business Journal here in the last couple of weeks, I was remiss. I had like 3 of them stacked up here that I hadn't had a chance to look at. That's 3 weeks worth. But looking at the information on there and seeing how many different companies are tied into the semiconductor industry and how many are just ramping up, adding more, TSMC decided they were going to add another fab here in town. We've got humongous projects all over the valley that tie into microelectronics and semiconductor industries. And it's like, all right, there is still a huge shortage of housing for people that are scheduled to come here in the future for jobs that are not even yet available. So the housing market here, even though right now we're in a very interesting, weird space, it's almost like we're going to remember this quick blip, almost like 2020, this quick blip of like, whoa, did that really happen? I think next year we're going to be seeing that. As we enter this recession and rates start to come down to balance that out a little bit, buyers will and have started to get off the sidelines. We don't know right now if this is just a cause of seasonality, which it is. This is the time when people aren't actively rushing out to go and buy houses. It's the holidays. Of course, all the interest rates being as high as they are as well doesn't help things. But next year, if rates coming down are going to affect that market, and we're going to see the market continue to stabilize and stay strong. This week, as we do trend the Cromford reports, it did show after weeks and weeks, as most of the market has shifted to a strong buyer's market, we started seeing some stabilization, and a couple of areas have started to pop up, creeping more towards the seller side. Now, they're not sellers markets yet, but it's rebounding, and it looks like it's starting to level out a little bit. That's a good sign, right? And to know that that's happening right now in this market in December between Thanksgiving and Christmas, like that's legit. Things you'll see from us next year, website updates. You're going to see a new website, at least the main page, and other splash pages that will offer you value, whether it's data that we're going to be able to provide or just different downloads that we can get you to make sure that you're staying on top of, all right, have you thought about this? Have you thought about this? Again, we really want to do our best to ensure that we're bringing value when we see or hear things in the market that we think are relevant, that could benefit you. You'll be getting those more consistently. Maintenance, we're working on some plans for that right now. And what that's going to change, it'll be more efficient. We have a great team behind the scenes right now. I tout them all the time now. You guys know that. However, it really is an amazing team, and we've got some bandwidth to make some great things happen next year. So stay tuned for that. We have instituted a couple of new systems that are making the processes behind the scenes easier. So even though it might look like the same service, for us here, it feels totally different. We've instituted Asana, a project management software, which helps the team with the handoffs. We have instituted a new CRM, which we're migrating over to here in this month, which will help in just, again, communication and making sure that we're able to really stay on top of the communication. We're also going to be working with a lot of other brokerages in helping their clients when it comes to management as well, and ensuring that, it's not just our way that works. We have a lot of friends in the industry, right? And it's, our property management services are pretty respected. Like, we're one of the top rated. And when I say that, it's like, it feels good to know that we're constantly bringing that change and knowing that we can offer a better level of property management service than what we feel is available by most companies. We look at things differently, and we had a great call with an owner this morning who challenged us on a couple of things, and it was a great conversation. The conversations I love, because we were able to have like a legit conversation of understanding the why behind what this individual thought was the right way to do business versus the way that we're handling it, and find this way to do it in the middle. And once he heard like, hey, how are things looking from these different perspectives, it was like, whoa, we all got something out of it that really helped all of us, and I think that for me, I love those types of conversations where we're like, oh, let's challenge what we're doing right now to see if there's a better way of doing it. And if it's a better way, like, what's the impact? Like, how is that really going to affect us? And our clients and the tenants and everything down the road. So it's like, that was super, super helpful. If you have feedback, again, I hope that as one of our clients, as one of our partners, that that we are open to that feedback. And the only way we're going to continue to offer better service is through your feedback. So thank you for offering it. Let's see. That's about it for this week. I'm looking at these notes that I had put down here, and I'm looking at like what's going on with the market. And honestly, like, the market is the market. Most of the properties that we had on the market for sale, we decided, hey, this is the time to pull those things off. Get them off the MLS so that they're not accruing days on market. Let's look at options, maybe renting them out, which does make sense in most situations. This was a busier week on the rental side than we've had and that we expected, which is nice. Both Edgar and Matt are out there hustling, and they're staying pretty busy for the time of year that it is. So that's a good sign. Again, still a strong demand for rentals. It's just, hey, how is that going to play out early next year as rates decrease? We'll see what happens, but we're very optimistic. I think next year is going to be an amazing year. The market, of course, is going to do what the market's going to do, but here at Capstone, we are going to continue to jam. So thank you for your support. Thanks for having the backs of all the team members here. The team always feels the love when you all chime in or the positive reviews. We appreciate that as well. Keeps everybody here motivated, knowing that we're moving the right direction and continuing to lead the charge and doing our best to stay as client focused and relevant as possible in this market. Thanks so much. Look forward to seeing you next week.